Declaration of Independence says that all men are created equal. However, in the United States, they're not represented that way. For example, while the House of Representatives is a more accurate representation of the American people, the Senate is composed of 2 senators per state, meaning that while Wyoming senators represent 600,000 people, California senators represent 40 million, meaning that only 12.5% of the population make up 25 states, or half the Senate. The misrepresentation of voters is furthered by the idea of an electoral college appointing the president. The number of electors a state has is their number of representatives plus 2. That means that if you live in Wyoming, your vote in a presidential election is worth 3.7 times as much as a California voter's. It becomes worse when states controlled by one party redraw their districts to make the state overwhelmingly favor that party in terms of the number of seats that they hold, which is called gerrymandering. Gerrymandering makes state legislatures and Congress even less representative of their states. However, the biggest idea affecting representation in this year's election is voter suppression. Many states enact laws that make it harder for people to vote. Like in Georgia, where their Secretary of State, Brian Kemp, is running for governor. For reference, the state Secretary of State is in control of the elections, meaning that he controls the election he's running in. He's purged 53,000 mostly black people from voting in this year's election because their IDs don't exactly match with their registration. Another 500,000 were removed from voter rolls in the past year because of the state's use it or lose it law, where if you don't vote in past elections, you can be denied from voting in the next one. In North Dakota, tens of thousands of Native Americans are being denied the right to vote because they don't have North Dakota IDs. However, there is hope. Some states are enacting automatic voter registration so that anyone that interacted with any government office like the DMV can automatically become registered to vote. And this year, Florida voters will vote on a referendum to restore the voting rights of 1.4 million ex-convicts. But the biggest way to avoid a lack of representation is to go and vote. In the 2016 election, only 55% of the voting age population actually voted. That means that around 110 million eligible voters didn't vote. These are big deals because the idea of a democracy is that it's not just a small group of people who determine how the country is governed. It should be up to everyone. So no matter who you are and where you're from, if you're 18 or older, make sure to register and vote.